let's get the show started.
You're watching PTZOptics Live, a 1080p broadcast available exclusively on YouTube Live every Friday, streaming at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Broadcast quality made affordable. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, love. Hello, everyone, and welcome to PTZOptics Live. I'm Tess Protesto, your makeshift host for the day because your trusted main host, Paul Richards, is on a bachelor party in California. Lucky him, and good thing he just told me he's not watching the show today because I've already managed to shut down the stream one time. Poor Steve, my coworker and guest today, has helped me bear through it and get back to you guys. I think we're back to you, and I think that we're okay to start the show.
I hope so.
Say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
We really just started that show off with a bang.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. We stream and have crazy drama like this every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Let me get through a couple housekeeping things for you guys. First, if you are a partner of ours or interested in becoming a partner of ours, our partner webinar is coming up this Tuesday, August 15th at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune into that if you are a partner or are interested in becoming one. You've likely heard NDI cameras are out. Our NDI cameras have recently been released, shipping this fall. So you can purchase an NDI camera or upgrade your Gen 2 SDI cameras simply by firmware upgrade to NDI. Finally, World Studio Tour, an exciting campaign we have coming up where we are allowing anybody around the world that has a studio for live streaming and video production to join us on our show virtually and show off their studio. Back to today. Oh my gosh, what a heck of a start to the show today. Thank you for not running away from me, Steve.
No, I couldn't leave you here all by yourself.
So you're one of my first few in-studio guests, which is
Pretty
kind
special.
of exciting.
Yeah.
He's like the only one in office that would actually get in front of the camera with me, so I appreciate that. Today we're talking all about concert streaming because we've recently jumped into some concert streaming events ourselves, and we're going to get into that momentarily. I have to put you through the lightning round, though, because you've never been on the show with us before.
Okay.
So let's get it started. All right, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Apple or Android?
Android.
Mac or PC?
PC.
PC. Wow, I feel like I could answer these questions for you. Favorite candy?
Oh, I'll go with the Take 5.
Take 5. That's like someone's grandfather's candy. I'm just kidding. Favorite book? This is a hard one for people.
Favorite book
You're a
would
reader,
be
though.
Pillars of the Earth.
Pillars of the Earth. Not sure about that one. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh, that one's more difficult. I'll just go with I thought Inception.
Inception. That one
was well
no,
done.
that gets my anxiety flaring. I can't watch that one. Finally, if you go anywhere in history at any time, where would you go?
Anywhere in history at any time? Oof. Man, that's a good question.
This one always catches everyone off guard.
There's so many great places to start. I guess I'd like to see where, like when we came to like existence, like
so
when we
whether
came
that
out
would
of
be
the water,
evolution
or
yeah.
yeah,
even further behind that.
yeah,
That's
or the other way, you
Okay.
know,
All right, that's
just from the
interesting.
beginning.
The start of
would be-
humanity,
yeah.
or if it's Adam and Eve, whatever.
Right.
Just wherever it began.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I
And
think.
then you'd be all knowing because you'd know the absolute truth.
That's true.
Interesting. All right, everybody. If I'm not paying attention to the chat today, that's because I'm producing the show. So I'm going to be busy with that. But we are going to have a Q&A after our giveaway. Don't forget, today we are giving away a Zcam, finally an exciting camera giveaway. At 2:25, we will be doing that. So stay tuned and go ahead to facebook.com/groups. No, I'm thinking user group. Sorry, I'm user group happy. PTZOptics.com/giveaway. If you haven't entered that yet, you still have a chance. Now, I told Paul I wasn't going to get too fancy schmancy with all of our chat and YouTube integrations today, but I'll do my best with what I have. This is like my thing. Welcome to the family. We've had so many people join the user group these past couple weeks, and I couldn't be happier. I want to be more active myself on there, doing some quick little video live streams, saying hi from wherever I am, and I'd like to invite you to do the same. Feel free to live stream from the group just to say hi or show us what cool things you're doing with live streaming. As promised, I want to show off a couple Facebook and Instagram posts that you guys have shared with us. This is George, last week's giveaway winner. His son rocking his PTZOptics swag gear. So that was a really fun picture. Thank you for sharing that with us, George. All right. This one's from Stuart with his PTZOptics koozie from his swag and a little bit of his production setup there. It looks like he might have some X keys or something. The photo's far away. It's hard for me to see. This is the kind of stuff I want you guys to do. Share this in the user group. It gets me giddy. I love seeing everything that you guys have to share. On the Instagram side, I grabbed this quick video that this guy tagged us in with our PTZOptics camera. And it's not working. So we're going to just pretend that that didn't happen and move on. If I can get out of this. All right. So that's going to be it for the fancy schmancy stuff for now because I'm already struggling with it. I'm a lost cause without Paul, but luckily I have Steve here to help me through it. I do have my chat integration from our YouTube chat API, so I will be able to see some of your comments below here. All right, so I'll pull that up every once in a while. Let's get rid of that for now and get into today's conversation. Steven, tell us your place at PTZOptics and Haverford Systems, just for a little introduction of who you are.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say that, I've been here for a while.
You've been here for like 800 years.
Almost 9 years.
9 years.
And I started off, I was first hired as a bench technician. Mm-hmm. And kind of did the shipping for a little while too, and then they got me involved in the field installations, and now I am part of a project management.
You really move your way up.
Yeah, it's been very exciting here. It's very it's fun.
So you started live streaming with me recently. How did you get into live streaming?
Live streaming.
They're gonna love hearing that.
Well, I got put into the project management position, and then a project just came down the pipe, and I raised my hand, said I was interested in doing it.
What project was that?
The concert streaming.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like I'm asking questions I already know the answer to, but that's because our audience doesn't know the answers to them.
Right, but
you're trying to say. Basically, we're hustlers, so we took the extra jobs because we're trying to make that money. And so that's the honest truth. That's how we ended up with the nerd over here live streaming. Yeah. But I think that you're having fun with it.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We got to do a lot of fun stuff recently.
It's really neat. That's what I love about Haverford Systems.
Yeah.
Just it's constantly changing technologies and the opportunities, present themselves.
I'm so excited that we finally got the okay to talk about this on the live show. Steve and I have been involved in some fun projects lately, and I haven't had permission to talk about it, but I do today. So we're going to share everything with you. And basically today is going to be an explanation of our recent experience, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So today's all about concert streaming. Steve and I recently did not only my first live streaming event, which I know a lot of our viewers do that for a living or for a side job, they live stream events. This was my very first live streaming event, and it was a concert. It was the Pretty Good Fest. Paul invited Steve and I to work with him on that. Super fun, laid back, great way to get started with live streaming events. I have this quick little video that I'm going to share with you guys. Basically a sum up of how that day went. So here it is. And this is Steve in the beginning for you. So that was what I made after we did Pretty Good Fest. We took a ton of footage to share with you guys there, and that was pretty fun. And that was sort of the basis for the second larger stream we did. Well, you're good with like the tech gear and the wires and stuff. Can you dive into a little bit of the setup that we have for that day? For Pretty Good Fest.
For Pretty Good Fest.
How are we hooked up?
So Pretty Good Fest was more complicated, or complex, I should say, than the
other one.
Than the other concert, in that there's video, and the second streaming project is only audio only. So I believe we had 4 cameras set up at the festival, and I actually can't remember the microphone. I know that we had
used the Focusrite.
It's basically the same setup as the audio streaming project. There was a sound engineer doing the festival, and we just took a feed from the audio engineer into this Focusrite.
This thing right here is like a godsend to us. Seriously, the Focusrite is what we use for our larger setup and for the Pretty Good Fest. We just grabbed the audio from the soundboard via XLR. XLR cables into the Focusrite, and then USB
into a computer.
I'm starting to get fancy.
Yeah.
Starting to know stuff.
And then from the computer, it was just the internet connection.
Yeah.
And the software.
And we used 4 cameras, and how we plugged them into a special secret switcher.
Yeah, we had a really nice switcher that accepted the multiple video inputs. And that was all summed down to a USB connection that went into the PC. And, the same thing with the audio, just went into the software and then got pumped out over the internet.
Perfect. And we streamed all night. Steve stayed longer than any of us.
Yeah.
How was your first experience with live streaming in general, let alone it being a high pressure event type scenario?
It was pretty neat, because I wasn't expecting it to be so, you can go from anywhere from just like a still camera and just sit there and, I don't want to say be boring, but not do anything, and then that could be fine.
Right.
Down to we were, hitting the guitar solos, and we were setting presets and with the keyboard, and everything was very easy to learn. It was once you get a hang of it, and I guess it's a little difficult with the concert and multiple artists, in that you would constantly have to change the presets to accommodate we had, I think there was one solo act, and then there was a couple 2-person acts, and then 5 people. So it was really neat setting up all the presets and listening to when they're about to do it, like a guitar solo.
I was yelling at him the whole time.
Yeah.
Go to cam 1, preset 2.
Yeah.
Now.
And it was a lot of fun. It was, I don't know if it was easier to just go into a setup like that for me to learn it.
I don't know. It was good. If you're like me, you're a hands-on learner, so kind of having to apply yourself right there, it makes it easier.
I'm the hands-on.
By the end of it, you were switching all by yourself and everything.
Yeah, well, you left
camera
me.
Settings.
And Paul left.
Listen, I have a 2-year-old at home.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, we had a really cool setup. We had a camera behind the drummer. And then, we with the PTZ cameras, we were able to set presets, close-up of just the electric guitarist, close-up of the singer, wide shot. It really made
audience.
The audience.
There was
we
a
had
bonfire
kids running
behind
around,
us.
a big bonfire. It really made the audience feel like they were there and part of the experience. And I think having the multiple cameras and a bunch of different presets really helped aid in that experience for them.
Yeah.
The major challenge, I think, happened to be lighting.
Yeah, that was really neat, because I believe it started around 3 in the afternoon. It was a beautiful day.
Let me know in the chat if you can relate to this, but as it got darker, we had to keep adjusting the lighting settings and color settings on our cameras, and that posed to be pretty difficult. Easier said than done.
Yeah, that was
How do you guys surpass that issue with your live streaming events, especially being outdoors? Because that was hard for us.
Yeah, that would be... Well, I guess it would just be like anything else. Once you learn how the cameras react to certain lighting, you could plan accordingly.
Yeah. So that basically sums up our first live streaming concert event. A couple weeks after that, we get an email from a company basically looking for a live streaming service, and they found us on YouTube. Of course, they see Paul in all his live streaming glory, and they, contacted us. And we don't really do event streaming, but Haverford's really kind, and they offered it to anybody willing to take the job on. We said yes. Hustlers, gotta make the money. And basically we got in contact with them to only find out that we were live streaming the Styx concert.
Yeah, pretty big
deal.
deal.
Yes, we literally just flew out to Austin to do a test stream about a week or two ago. We're live streaming. It was going to be like 200,000 people. They're not sure of the number anymore. But really intense, really intimidating, but really stinking cool. And basically, we just went out to Austin to do a test run with their sound guys, a test of a stadium venue to just see how everything would work. And I have some photos that, of course, I'm going to share with you guys. Have to show you guys what I got into. So this is Steve and I. It's Styx and REO Speedwagon.
Yes.
And we were there for sound check. And we were able to snap some secret photos. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for sharing these. We'll find out. So this is just us in front of the stage acting all cool and fan geeky. The setup was so simple. They are live streaming to hearing aids. Now, I'm not going to go too much into that because there was some stipulation about talking about the company and stuff, but they're live streaming to hearing aids. The Styx has a little bit older of an audience. You'd say so, right?
Well, yeah, they've been around for a long time.
They've been around for a long time. So they have this huge hearing aid audio.
Larry Thompson saw him. That was it. That was the Atlanta tour or show was.
Oh, we were about to go. We were thinking about going to Atlanta for this test.
Right.
Yeah, so we were in Austin for the Austin show, and the actual event that we are streaming is next week, or is about a week and a half away in Jersey.
Right.
So we are going to. I'll let you guys know how that turns out because the test went well. We hit some roadblocks, and I'll go into that. But overall, the test went well, and we are going through with it. On August 22nd in Jersey. So if you guys are around, go to that show so you can see us. We're going to be up on stage live streaming, which is cool. But it's an audio only stream. And that's why if you guys saw me personally in the vMix forum, I was asking about, because I'm most comfortable with vMix only because that's what I've sort of not mastered, but this is what I've sort of learned most. I'm focusing on one at a time. So I knew I wanted to use vMix.
Right.
You're like the tech guy.
It's a nice program.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice program. But I knew I wanted to use vMix. I'm like, how can we do an audio-only stream with vMix?
Right.
And they want it to be password protected. So we decided to go with Decast. We're familiar with them, and we're working well with them. So we have to stream to Decast from vMix, audio only.
Right.
Now, Mike's saying vMix is not to be used for audio only, which is definitely true, but we ended up finding a way to do it. And basically, on the Decast player that we're using, we've customized the play bar so that no video screen is available at all. It's just a play button. So I'm explaining to you guys how we're making it work. The bandwidth we're purchasing is much less expensive because we were only purchasing bandwidth for audio. So it's making it doable, and I'm basically sending a black screen, but it's kind of irrelevant because the play bar, it's just a play bar. There's no screen or anything that's going to pop up that Decast is sending them through a private website that they have. So that's basically how the setup is going to happen. Here's our Focusrite with our XLRs from...
well, those are quarter inch.
Quarter inch. Thank you. He's going to correct me on these things. With our quarter inch wires being sent from the Styx soundboard. Pretty cool, pretty intimidating. He came over and tinkered with all of our settings on the Focusrite, and I was just like, okay, you do it.
He got it sounding very nice very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Styx audio engineer. He knows what he's doing.
What did you think of the whole test?
I thought it went very smooth.
Except for one part.
Well, except for the ports.
There was one little teensy issue. The network we were on, there was one specific port that Decast needs to be open, and that port was not open on the network that they were sending us. Luckily, they were able to, and this is when I was crossing my fingers thinking, no, I'm going to be fired. Luckily, they were able to open up a separate dedicated network for us. And basically, he wasn't sure if this port was open. So I pressed stream, waiting, crossing my fingers. Steve's over there just like, I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm freaking out. And it went red, and we were live. Yeah. And that was the best feeling ever.
It was nice.
Okay, Kenny says, so am I understanding correctly? You are streaming audio to the on-site audience. Yeah, we're streaming audio only.
No.
What do you mean?
I'm reading that as on-site, as in people.
Oh, no. I thought I'm reading it as website.
No.
You're right.
Website, yes. At the concert, no.
No, we're not streaming to people at the concert. Luckily, they're there and they get the full experience in person. There's a hearing aid company who's basically the one that's hired us to live stream to their users who are at home and can't make it to the concert, but they're going to be able to hear the live music from their hearing aids. It's actually the first stream to hearing aids.
First rock concert to a hearing aid. Yeah.
Man, that makes it a little less cool, but...
What? It's the first concert.
It is the first Is it the first concert or not?
Well, I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, so that's basically it. We are streaming with vMix to Decast, grabbing the embed code with a custom play bar that just shows the play bar. They're popping it on a private website, and their hearing aid listeners are able to go to that website and listen to the live stream via their hearing aids. Their hearing aid is a Bluetooth device. It's connected to their iPhone. Yeah, pretty cool. Daniel Tremblay, worst case, try to stream over port 80. Saved me a couple of times. Yeah, and I have no networking experience.
Very little.
Yeah, and you don't have that much with that either, right?
Not very much.
Luckily, their IT guy, Corbin, was that his name?
I think so.
He was a godsend because he was so flexible with us on show day, nonetheless, for them. So it was probably a crazy day.
Right. He was running around.
Networking issues is something that now I know that we need to be more prepared for the actual event.
Right.
So I'm glad it happened. This way I was able to say, hey, listen to the IT guy in Jersey. We need this, this, and this open. So hopefully it shouldn't be an issue, but we'll see.
Shouldn't be.
We will definitely be sharing more photos like this with this me feeling cool in front of the audio board. We'll be sending more photos after the actual event is done, and we'll let you guys know if we failed miserably. All right, it is 2:26 in time for the giveaway, guys. So I'm going to run the credits. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you want to see more of the craziness like this, subscribe to our videos and join our Facebook user group so we can continue the conversation at facebook.com/groups/PTZOptics pals. There's a bug flying on me. All right, thank you guys so much. We will see you in the post show.
And that's all, folks. We appreciate your participation in the chat room and can't wait to host our next informative Q&A session. Your questions drive the conversation forward for live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming! And now it's time to announce this week's live technology giveaway winner. As noted in the contestant rules, all winners must be present in the chat room to claim the prize, or a new winner will be drawn. Drum roll, please. Live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming. And now it's time to announce this week.
All right, guys, I'm going to pull up the desktop capture for us in just a moment here. So we're able to pick the winner for the Zcam. Here we go. Remember, you have to be present in the chat to win
And
the prize.
that's all, folks. We
William
appreciate your
Greismer.
participation in the chat room and can't wait to
William
host our
Greismer,
next
are you
informative
here?
Q&A session. Your questions drive the conversation forward for live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming.
Thanks, Mike Latta. My closing credits were looping. Sorry about that. William Geismer, we're going to give you a couple minutes here in the chat to claim your prize. I'm now looking on Facebook to see if William Geismer is here. We will give you guys a couple minutes to claim your prize, and then we'll answer some questions for you guys. William Geismer, are you here? Oh, okay. In the meantime, we can answer some questions until we figure out if we have to. My audio shouldn't still be looping. It's saying that my audio is looping still. Everyone's saying that. Going to check my audio and make sure it's not still looping. I have no audio turned on for my closing credits, so audio should not be looping. Maybe it has to do
What was
with
that one at the top?
the lag. That's our microphones. Somebody asked in the chat what kind of microphones we're using. They're DC somethings. I forget.
But they were DPA.
DPA, that's what they are. DPA. Our microphones are DPA. All right, checking one more time for William Greisner. William Greisner. Last chance before we draw another winner for today's giveaway. Let me go ahead and check Facebook again. Let me go to most recent. Leroy Gillis. Bill Carter. I'm not seeing William Greismer in the chat. All right, looks like we're drawing again. Yes, DPA define. Okay. Winner. Repick winner. Let's see. Joe Rice Jones. Joe Rice Jones, congratulations. Are you here? Joe Rice Jones. Stream a little dream for me. Flash can says. That's too funny. Joe Rice Jones, are you here? Seeing if you're the lucky winner. All right, while we're waiting for the winner, we can just answer some questions. So let's see. You have to have a Facebook account to win. No, there's multiple ways to enter, and I'm drawing through Gleam is what we use. But you do have to be present in either the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat to claim your prize. Joe Rice Jones, are you here? Let's see if there's any other questions I can go back and look at. Do you remember anything?
Yeah, there was a good one about when we were talking about the light. I'm sorry, this one.
Using the Focusrite with multiple camera, did you still need to adjust the audio sync in vMix? We usually have to adjust the audio delay as it comes in faster than the video. No, I don't recall having any issues with that. See, with the Styx concert, we don't have to worry about that because there is no video, so it's really a simple setup for us. So I'm not sure if Paul set up any type of delay with the Pretty Good Fest one, but I don't believe so. He is in the Facebook chat, so he might be able to help us with that. Question, how are you able to live stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time? If you use a custom RTMP and not the Facebook or YouTube API, you're able to get away with it. Now, I have heard that Facebook is starting to really hone in on this and catch you even if you are doing custom streams. But we haven't had an issue with that yet, knock on wood. What was the artist's reaction to being streamed live? At Pretty Good Fest, they were all really laid back and everybody seemed to be excited. We were just there for the sound check. at Austin.
In Austin.
Yeah, in Austin. So they didn't even notice we were there, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we were out of their radar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not even sure that. I mean, you seem to think that you saw some of the artists.
We saw a group of people. I'm not sure which band they were from,
Yeah.
but we didn't meet anyone.
But also,
officially.
we were finished by the time we saw those tour buses come up.
Yeah, we were done really early. What was the artist reaction? But we'll see how they react.
Yeah.
They are so used to being on stage that I don't think that it's going to be an issue for them.
But the people at the Pretty Good Fest, they did seem to be receptive to it, and they liked it. You know.
All right. Let's redraw. Redrawing.
One more
again.
draw.
One more draw.
Third time.
Well, we're gonna just keep drawing until somebody wins. A lot of people worked hard for this one. I know it. I know it too. Jonathan Myrles. Sorry, now that my monitor's all messed up, the computer's far away from me. Jonathan Myrles. Jonathan Myrles, are you here? I'm getting nervous. I'm frozen on Facebook. I'm hearing. Let's check our Facebook stream over here. What is the best way to get sound from my PA system to the cam system? I'm new to it all.
Focusrite.
The Focusrite. We use the Focusrite. And you're good with the terminology. I'm really not good with the terminology.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on like the PA system.
But for our system, it was what were the wires?
Oh, I get it. The wires from the PA system, we just got a stereo, a left and a right, two cables, and they went into our Focusrite XLR. You can do 1/4 inch.
It's USB.
And then this Focusrite takes that, converts it into a digital signal through USB into a computer, and then the software pulls the Focusrite audio into the computer.
Okay. All right. So I don't think we have a winner yet. Jonathan Myrles. I think this guy is kidding when he said you said my last name wrong. I think he was joking. Flash Scan is saying here. Flash Scan, what is your name? The Mitt says, if it's a PA, you need a splitter. USB. Let's go back over to Facebook, check on comments there. What are your thoughts on streaming via 4G?
Unreliable.
Yeah, we are plugged directly into the network every time we stream.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, maybe for like a selfie stream, that would suffice. But I definitely wouldn't rely on that for any kind of professional stream, right?
Yeah, anything professional, you would want to be hooked into a hardwired connection.
Richard streams with his church. Cool. I purchased a pinger that tells you all about the network properties. Does the audio stream pay proportionately less than a video stream? If they were to integrate cameras or need to purchase cameras, that would substantially raise the price.
Right, because it's all about bandwidth.
Yeah.
You're basically purchasing bandwidth.
Yeah, and with the cast, you're purchasing bandwidth, and it's half the price of what video would be from what we were quoted.
Yeah, if not more.
What equipment and software were you using? We used the Focusrite. We also grabbed a Behringer for redundancy.
Yes, we had a backup system.
We're just using my Dell PC, which is a master though. This is a good computer. USB cables, XLR cables.
Yeah, not much. Power.
vMix.
Yeah,
We used vMix.
yeah, software.
All right, I guess that I should draw again. Everybody's waiting. All right, I will draw again.
Check all
Next
your things.
name. Okay, people are getting annoyed at me. I'm going to do the next name. Teresa A, a female? Teresa A, are you here? And I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit. Teresa A, are you here? Jason says, I stream successfully from a cell phone with a hotspot. Your mileage may vary. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not that you can't do it or you won't be successful. It's just the reliability is what we're talking about.
Yeah. 4G bonding is a pro streaming way. So 4G
4G
can be reliable
bonding.
on some situations. Not familiar. All right. I don't see Teresa.
No, Teresa.
Let me just check in here. Hi, I do live streaming on Facebook for our cricket matches. I am looking for a budget PTZ camera. Feel free to go to PTZOptics.com to look into our cameras more. I think everyone in the chat room. All right. I'm going to draw again because we got to get this show on the road.
Don't you need to go to the bottom of that one at least?
Well, the top is where the most recent comments go.
Then never mind.
I think.
It's
Pretty
not.
sure. All right, we're going to pull again. We're going to end up doing this all day. Where is everyone? We're drawing again. Udall Diolio. Udall. I think he might be a streaming idiot, if I'm not wrong. Udall, are you here?
What the hell?
What do you got going on here?
So you can look at both.
We are still waiting for a winner. Can you suggest anything? What are you looking for again? So I'm looking for a PTZ camera. For live streaming a cricket match, it depends on what type of zoom you need. Probably 12x would be good for a sporting cricket match. What does cricket look like?
I'm unfamiliar as to how big their fields are.
RCTV HD. I need specifics. Udall. Thomas, it will work fine. Oh, Udall is here in Facebook. Udall. And she's female.
And female.
We have a
Awesome.
female winner. Congratulations, Udall. You have won the Z-Cam. Thank you all for your participation in the giveaway. Udall, I will get in contact with you shortly about getting the camera to you. All right, finally, guys. Sorry to everyone that's going to be bummed out, but I am happy for Udall. And
Me
that's
too.
basically it. Do we have any more questions in the chat that we should address before we log off today? Let's see here. Steve, thank you for being amazing and doing this.
No problem.
Similarly needs at least 15x zoom, so you're going to want to go with a 20x.
Right. That's what I would imagine.
You're going to go with PTZOptics 20x, and I don't know if SDI would be better for you. For the Styx and REO shows where the band productions licensing the right of the hearing aid company to stream and record their audio, did their end listener pay for access? So the people that hired us had to purchase very specific rights to allow us to take the audio from the Styx. Now, the Styx had to agree to all of this, and there's specific terms that I'm not sure the details of. Do you he did talk to us a little bit about the usage rights.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, but I
how
think
we
that
worded it.
it's very specific. For example, they didn't purchase rights to have visuals, and I know that's for sure, which is another part of the reason why we are not permitted to even use our video or cameras there for use case purposes, because visual rights were not purchased
Right.
for this. Just audio rights. So there was very specific access. Our mics wireless. Our mics are not wireless. Paul's a little nervous about getting wireless mics.
They're actually going into another Focusrite.
Yes, they are. We rely heavily on the Focusrites. All right, let's see if there's anything else going on Facebook that we need to address. And someone win. Yes, Udall won. Samalua, if you want to shoot me an email at test.protesto@ptzoptics.com, I can help you out more or get you to somebody who can help you out. And I think that's all for today. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Even though we had some craziness in the beginning, it's always good to have some drama and flair to your live shows, I think. So next week we will be back with Paul. Actually, I won't be here next week. I'll be on vacation.
Maybe I'll come back again and help Paul.
Maybe Steve will have to come back and help Paul.
Although I don't know what else I can talk about.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you next time.
And that's all, folks. We appreciate your participation in the chat room and can't wait to host our next informative Q&A session. Your questions drive the conversation forward for live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming!